and you're watching Pro Teaches News. Ooh, is somebody talking about pros? Not that kind of pro. See you there.
Hey guys, welcome to another Pro Teaches Who. Today I have with me Pika.
Hey.
And we are wrapping up the Knightfall Trilogy with Batman Knightsend. And it's just 12 issues, but believe it or not, they also wanted to include Shadow of the Bat and Legend of the Dark Knight both, which Shadow of the Bat was normally not canon books.
Yeah.
But because they had to get it all done before 0 hour, yeah.
They were put there.
Yep, so they had, and yeah.
Yeah, automation. There's now I might as well tell, the first time I read this, is I actually found it on as a physical copy. I'm a little worn out because it was in the base library back in 2012 when I was serving my service time in the Finnish Defense Forces.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those that when we had the evening leaves, as in when the whole days of activities were done, and we were given the mission to clean up the barracks and the some areas around the barracks.
Yep.
When those were done, we were given the evening leaves, and those would last from whenever they were done up to I'm not sure if it was 9 or 10 p.m. or military terms, 2,100 hours or 2,200 hours,
right.
either or. This was in the base library. I remember this as one of the books that I read back there. Otherwise, it was the entirety of Walking Dead up to 2012, and also Batman the Cult.
Oh right, but so, Ruby, I gave you a treat. Come here. Come here. She's gonna have to deal with her again, folks. Sorry. But yeah, give people a little summary about how Night Quest went and how that was a bit of a mess.
Yeah. Essentially, what Bruce was doing with Alfred in trying to find Chandra and Tim's father,
Jack.
Sean Paul, Jack Drake and Sean Paul being Batman, and basically escalating but not going irredeemably too far. Okay.
Until the end.
Yeah. As in too far as in a way that he can still come back from it, but not too far to essentially
condemn him forever. Yeah. Like, which I think that was smart. It was enough to make it clear Bruce had to come back.
Yeah.
But it wasn't too far that, that Bruce, he's like you would want him dead. But yeah, but of course, even when Bruce came back, he's rusty.
Yeah, like if you haven't been using the muscle memory might as well be there, but it's not like the reaction speed is not the same.
Exactly.
And the drive is.
So he needs to seek out help, and obviously, who's he going to seek out with? Lady Shiva. Now, this was the first time I ever saw Lady Shiva. So imagine my shock when I saw Death in a Family and see her being completely different. By this point, this is when Shiva is the toughest, most deadliest woman in the world, and and all that. And Batman respects her.
And no one cares about Richard Dragon anymore.
Unfortunately, not. But yeah, Yep. Hey, fine. You're sent, sweet Chaz. But yeah, basically, we see Lady Shiva approaching this master who says that there are 7 masters who were once his pupils. Should his attendant witness his death, she will go to the 7, and they will want vengeance. But of course, he is believing it was just Shiva doing it. Of course, and I love it though how we find out like all 7 learned at my feet. At first, you think that's a little derogatory. Then you realize, oh no, he doesn't have any arms.
Oh.
But he is then confused. Like, wait, why are you wearing that mask we find out why later. By the way, silence and fight. Really good artwork here.
Who was working here?
Who was doing the artwork? This was Mike Manley.
Okay.
And then you have your proof, vampire. Now take your blood. You call yourself sensei, teacher, and yet you require a lesson. One final lesson. This is how one kicks. And then, all of her weight on her knees, right on his chest.
Yeah, that's bones broken, skin broken, muscle broken, and the heart was probably somewhere in the middle.
Yep, but yeah. Then we see Bruce is there. Like we see how he approached her, asking for help, even saying like it's been usurped, altered, perverted, and now you want it back. I want to redeem it, but you are not ready. Train me, Shiva. Test me. Why should I? For the only reason you do anything, it might prove interesting. All right, right here, you already see this. Shiva is very different from how we saw her in Death of the Family, wouldn't you say?
Yes, somewhat disciplined and held back.
Yeah, last one just felt like too much like a merc.
Yeah. This is also the concept of Bruce being out of commission, for a long time and needing to retrain himself. It was pretty something that, 1 year later was also working on, or just the 52 was working on.
Right.
And something I never got to write because that was also some of an arc that comes in later.
But through her, that a lot of his memory starts to come back. Like, excellent. You are now ready to learn. And what I like to learn. I have learned. Now you remembered what you already knew. Earning the right to move on. To what? It's called the leper blow. And its mastery causes death with a single strike. Basically, the way it would be is it would shove your nose, the cartilage, right up to your brain.
Yeah.
That's what makes it deadly.
Like I think. Wait, no, which one came first? Like, remember the day of the samurai episode in Batman the Animated, they had the same kind of touch or that push into someone's chest, and that someone just dies from that.
But I also like you were never worthy of me. You refused to kill always, and that will never change. Then coming to me was an insult. Were you worthy of my effort, I would kill you. Yes. Wait, perhaps I can devise another way. Many ways. Meet me back here in 2 nights. And that's what he did and gave them the mask of Tengu. I love it also. If you are not ready to wear your true mask, then at least assume your totem. I like that. But obviously, there is a reason why she's doing all this. But I also like at the same time, she's both helping him and trying to get what she wants.
Yeah.
Yep. We then see that all of the masters, although a couple of them are kept in the shadows. Because they weren't ready for them.
Yeah, and probably also it creates a kind of something of a broken telephone of miscommunications because they only have the attendees' word or witness testimonial, and all he's gonna probably know and remember is the mask.
But that was the point.
And not give in that one detail that the killer had a more feminine body than a more.
Well, let's go back. You couldn't tell really when you look at how she was dressed. See? You really can't tell.
Well, the waist area is something of a little.
But she's not focusing on the waist.
Yeah, in that way, you could tell. Like I said, finer details. If they were there to see it, they probably would have caught it. But just hearing that and her testimony and focusing on the mask.
Right. Oh, they actually mentioned Jigsaw. The Punisher crossover. Just a little reference.
Yeah. But it's also questionable with Jean-Paul's mentality.
Well, actually, Punisher enjoyed it. It seemed to more approve of him. To a point.
Yeah.
But yeah, though, of course, he's still being haunted through the system by Saint Demat. Of course, Bruce shows up, and now let's make clear, this guy is the weakest of them.
Start from the bottom.
Yep.
And
you
work your way up.
Master, and now you profane his shrine. Of course, unfortunately, guy's good with the chains, but it leaves him too wide opening. Such a weapon is just too open. You know what I mean? Because the person can always grab it and pull you in.
Yeah, that's clear. That depends. Not to mention the surrounding and.
Yep. So yeah.
Close and personal. That would be another thing.
Yep. He accused me of killing his sensei. Shiva said there will be many tests. Many disciples are all seeking vengeance for their slain master. Let them come. So basically, yeah, she explains what the whole deal is. I will not become my enemy, and I will not be burned. Then you will never pass the remaining test. That Lady Shiva remains to be seen. But then she kills this guy. In part because, of obviously, he would know that it's not the same.
Yeah. Not
but also, yep. Only he who transcends death through killing is proven worthy of facing me.
Then there's also another thing to imagine that Bruce knows that she was going to kill them, or is he ignoring it?
I think he's ignoring it.
Huh.
Also, I don't think he was thinking she would go that far. Not with this guy anyway. Like, he's already defeated. It's Shane. I don't think no, because later he does come back and sees it, and he's surprised.
Okay.
No, the visions again. My father and Saint Dumas, but it can't be. Not again. Bruce told me to keep Jean Paul under tight surveillance, reporting everything he does. But what is he doing? What did I tell Bruce? That Paul stood on the roof and went through contortions, gesturing at thin air? Maybe it's some sort of mental preparation, high-speed Tai Chi and X. Okay, really, Tim? Oh, but then we see this guy who has this coin that says, "Who knows what it meant to Leha, the guy who killed Azrael's father." I'm just double checking one thing about Leia. Yeah, basically, yeah, spicy. Like, it's a reminder, this talisman of the Order of Saint Dumas.
Oh,
the visions are gone, Scub, and you're dead. Of course, takes them all out. Oh, just look at that. Now, remember, when I read these, I didn't read Night Quest, so I went from the end of Nightfall to this.
Oh.
So yeah, I was like, what the heck? Yep. But yeah, Leia is also the one who helped input the system into him. Like, Leia! Oh, look at this. Trying to fall and try and catch all the acorns as he falls.
And then land on his feet without breaking himself.
Yep, 3 of 4. But it's the odd. Yeah, 3 of 4. But it's the last one that can kill you. Of course, he deals with another one of them. Now, there's 2 of them all in one issue.
Yeah, and this one's using ranged weapons.
Yep. Range and close.
Okay,
but still puts in too much reliance on them.
Oh.
But yeah, that's when my trainer for the ice runs through her vein. I think you better go back to the others. Tell them about me. Tell them I'll be waiting. Lady Shiva's death. That I will. So he is surprised. Oh, I do love this. Bruce is considering trying to use the grappling hook, but not yet. He doesn't feel ready yet.
Oh.
For him, swinging is the first step.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's basically what also into the Spider-Verse, you would have the leap of faith kind of.
Right.
It would be for Bruce.
Yep. Oh, I love this is Bruce. It almost feels like Rocky.
Yeah.
But it's not in the snow.
Yeah, well, it's a good way to keep up his physique.
Yep. I also love how he hears the bird, the bird rustling, so he finds out it's a deer. And I love it. He permits himself a wily smile. Only a deer this time. But of course, it could be any of the other one. Oh, look at this. Down telephone wires. It has to be telephone wires.
Yeah. Or the lower ones are telephone, the higher ones are the electricity.
Yep. Oh, and then I got a hawk grabbing a bat. We're dealing now with one of the other senseis. All the while, Gene Ball is still constantly being taunted, like, Saint Dumas, why do you plague me? Have I not done what you command? Speak, curse you. You are he who is cursed. You are he who has failed. While Charlton Leha murdered my loyal disciples, you floundered around like a man in quicksand. Again, I gotta say, these visions always give him contradictory orders and everything. But you know what I mean?
Or he's interpreting them the wrong way.
That too. But I do love this. Then no, it's not like that. Don't you understand? I'm doing my best, but it's so hard. So hard. That's right. Grovel. Wallow in your self-pity. You were never fit to follow your father's footsteps. You are not fit to wear the mantle of the bat. Liar and heretic, you fail to prove your disloyalty. No. Heed these words, Gene Paul Valley. The seeds of your own destruction grow within you. Soon they will flower and bear black evil fruit.
That could also be his own inner psyche or
through the system.
Or conscious.
Through the system.
Okay, it's a system, but it also could.
No, I'm saying it's through the system. Through the system.
Through the system, his own. So it's also telling himself that he.
But it's twisting.
Yeah.
Yep. So of course Tim has to head up. We did see Bruce is like up to 94, expecting trouble. Always, at least when Shiva's in the game. Did you recognize any of the gun runners? Right not. Charlton Leha. I thought he was dead. No body was ever found. And Leia's crazy enough to attempt a comeback. What about the medallion? There must be some relevance. I'll tell you in a moment. There's someone else I'm expecting. Nightwing! Thank you for coming. By the way, we will do protocol eventually. It is required.
Yeah.
Because Bruce is still not right. Remember, all this is done because they have to rush over to 0 hour.
Oh.
So obviously this was not the ending they wanted, but if you ask me, it is better.
Yeah. This is also kind of patching up how they were, the terms they were still in. Yep.
Also, he finds out about the medallion from the photo. Why did he cut out the photo? I don't know. But yeah, the Order of Saint Dumas, and this is what they were able to realize everything together. And I love it how and you chose him over me to carry the mantle of the bat, a programmed murderer. If I had known, my feelings would have been even more hurt than they were. And if I had known, do you think I would have done it? So Bruce didn't know how far that the Order of Saint Dumas Azrael were assassins. He thought they were just warriors.
Oh. This is why you read the entire book before starting to practice.
Well, that's true. But also Bruce had been exhausted. So obviously he never had the mental time to check.
Yeah, that makes... Well, that's taking the one aspect of the story and using it. Or that's an aspect that they could have used to justify it, that he didn't...
Exactly.
Wasn't in shape.
More than anything, Paul, as Azrael, wants revenge on the man who slew his father. If he gets that man, murder may be the least of what happens. I do love them bringing Nightwing in. So yeah, he makes a call. It's like, Rudy Eslin, I have an offer for you. Who is this? How the hell do you know my private number? I know a lot about you. I know how you get your hands on dozens of crates of semi-automatic. And I know you'll just love my price. Okay, I like that. I wish we had more of Azrael being like that. That's the thing. This is more detective. I think that was the biggest problem I had with Azrael. Too much brute force.
Gee, we didn't have any of that in with
No, like yeah, even when the one time we saw him as Azrael, it was to visit that girl. We didn't have any of that. I think that was the biggest problem. They focused too much on the brute force. I mean, no, Azrael's not a detective. I get that, but we didn't even get anything like this. Well, we rarely did. I do like how the guy, he's ready to make a trap. Basically, this guy he taps into, he's not like Vixen where he can literally tap into animals, but he definitely knows the way of the beast. So he would use attributes from each of them. In this case, like the cunning of a fox.
Like a self-made animal, man.
Yeah. Or I think Vixen is closer.
Yeah. Okay, Vixen is better. Yeah, Vixen is better.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. Again, I'm just taking these guys down together. Nice moves. Ditto. I guess we had the same teacher. Yeah, the best.
Tim was also kind of taught by Shiva.
Right. I thought I said alone, Rudy. You, me. And you can probably guess there are no guns. Although your green made you show to find out. What do you want? Charlton Leia, Rudy. And I want him bad. You're crazy, man. Ain't nobody heard of Leia in months. He ain't a player in this town no more. Liar! I'm warning you, Rudy. No, Batman, I'm warning you. You think you were smart getting me up here? You ain't the only clever guy around. Sledgehammer! Thank God for the armor! I don't think even Rufus Kevlar could have dealt with that.
No. But again, Bruce probably would have been more focused and less emotionally compromised to be aware of his surroundings.
Yeah, but again, this feels so much tighter, doesn't it?
Yes.
I think this is showing the strengths. I guess right. This whole event has shown the strengths and weaknesses of the Bat editorial compared to the Superman editorial. Would you agree? Like this, it's kind of impossible not to compare the two trilogies. Wouldn't you agree?
No. Yeah. Now even think about it, even when I got to the review section after the story commentary was over with Ray, I was that felt longer than it was.
Right. But yeah, reactive. But yeah, we see him trying to. Oh, just look at that.
That's some image that they have used somewhere to represent this Bruce's retraining era. This image.
And it works. Yep. Meanwhile, we're seeing, we're still seeing him, fight him, and he's using the sledgehammer against them. Now, I go say, I also like this. By one little clue, he is now convinced that Leia, the man who killed his father, is still alive, and that's driving him throughout the rest of this arc. I do like that. Give him personal stakes, even though Leia does not appear at all in this.
Yeah. But the idea that he could appear, but
it's also showing how
that's the carrot on the stick for it. That's the carrot on a stick.
But it's also showing how unstable Leia and Jean Paul is, because basically he feels like, where is he? Where is he? Would you agree with that? Like he is so blinded that for God have mercy on anyone in his way.
Yeah.
The point where when people say he ain't a player anymore, liar.
Okay, it's not okay. The story has it as a carrot, not anyone in the story, but just storyteller. To be specific, the guy knows the secrets of the fox, the snake, the ant, the eagle, and the tiger is what he knows their skills and traits. Like, you gotta believe me, man. Leia's history gossip. If I know anything, don't you think I'd tell ya? I swear, man, I don't know nothing. Please don't hurt me. Fear. This is what it's all about. Spreading fear, striking terror into cowardly criminal hearts. And nobody can spread fear like Batman. I think that the other thing is he's more becoming Azrael. That mentally Freudian
right there and everything. But yep, he takes that guy down, and now he's remembering when he's ready to do it. Yeah, this is what he's
getting the feeling of like picking up the rock, but not being ready to throw it yet.
Yep. By the way, that one page earlier, that one, for some reason, they put that out of order. That should have been from 509. Setting up that guy.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Yeah.
But now they're climbing their way into the back into the bat cave, and I love that. Ooh, just look at this.
Yo.
Practicing with all of his,
yeah,
they're not bullets, but they might as well be.
Yeah, they're flying projectiles.
They're razor sharp. But I also love this, how all this is basically Dick being the audience. Asking why. But now Tim does not know about the subway. So he's always like, how is he able to get in here?
Oh.
Got another way around it I haven't been able to figure out yet. We could still be here. Yeah, and that would be bad. I see what you mean. This Gene Paul Ballet crossed the double yellow line a few exits back. Couldn't you or Bruce see that? Paul had some problems, but Drew thought he worked them out. Look, Bruce wasn't exactly prepared to pick a replacement. Not prepared? I've been doing this all my life. He trained me for this. Instead, he picked some psycho with a religious fixation. What was Bruce thinking? He was thinking you moved on, that you were your own man. He didn't think you'd want to come back. Want to? No, I didn't want to, but I'd do anything for Bruce. I thought he knew that. Now wait, to be fair, this is a bit retreading because they brought this up before. Remember during Knightfall?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
the end of Knightfall.
Yeah, we saw Dick then actually acknowledging and learning about.
So this is rehashing that a little.
Yeah, which kind of also
I think he can't help but bring it up again because it's like now you realize just how much of a bad choice it was.
So obviously we would assume that this was that between then and now he just came to see okay he's good alive. Oh, that guy's running around. Okay, your funeral with this.
And now he's like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah. And he was just. And he probably went to do whatever the Titans were doing at the time. This means the 90s, it could have been literally anything. And then he came back to it. How do you go from already bad to worse?
Well, we know.
Yeah.
But but then they see someone he's ready to like Nightwing. Wait, can you think that's a Batman for a moment? Guy's trying out some weapons, but of course he shows up. Now I gotta say, I prefer this action. I think during Crusade, the action was too random. You know what I mean? Some of him fighting these thugs.
And now it's more.
Yeah, like of course. Smarter. I don't know anyone named Leia. Now, of course. You have failed the lineage of Azrael. The hallucinations are getting worse. And it feels like they've been getting worse since right before Abattoir. Which it was.
Yeah.
What penance is this? Why do you torment me? Again, I do feel bad for Gene Paul. That's the interesting thing is, I feel bad for him.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, by the way,
there's
Harold.
Oh.
Remember, he's supposed to be a hunchback. And
yeah, well, there's that. Somebody looks like it's yeah.
I love that. The bandana looked like the bat, ears. It's Harold. Who? You don't know him. Bruce took him in as a kind of engineer. Harold's a genius with anything mechanical. You guys have made some unusual personnel choices lately. Hey, he wants us to follow him, Nightwing. We're coming, Harold. Any other addition that I should know about? Just Ace. He's a dog. Sorry, I asked. Oh, look, he's been hiding here eating on a year's supply of almond fudge bars.
Oh.
But he's been keeping an eye on everything Gene Paul's been doing. And what's this about a subway rocket? Again, I like this idea, but I also love all these. And it's maybe I'm just thinking we should do as Bruce asked. It's not Valley that's giving me the creeps. All these changes, this place just doesn't seem like home anymore. Aww. So much is, I think this is him realizing, have I been away that long?
Hey.
I do like that writing. It's him realizing how much things have changed since.
Joo.
That is good. That is good writing there.
Joo.
Oh, and is he ready yet? No, he's not. Oh, but look at this. This guy, he's ready to taunt these rats to, to eat him. He says like, you, look, I don't know nothing. You want, okay? I don't know nobody you know. Think of think of a way to be helpful. I could leave you here. The rats won't eat you all at once. Maybe someone will find you in time. You want the guys who sold us the guns? Sure. He don't mean nothing to me, but I don't know his name was Leia or what. We wasn't formally introduced yet. How did he come to deal with you? Guy named Candy hangs out at the stripping folks club and on Gertie and Duke. Of course, he's like, hey, where you going? I helped you, right? You're gonna let me go. In the morning, I'm gonna check on what you told me. Until then, try to stay awake. Okay. Some versions of Bruce would do this. Not all, but some would.
Yes. And then these
when he's
are
at
still,
his worst, when he's at his
still
worst.
a few rats and not a lot of rats. I have played through Plague Tale. I haven't seen a worse version of
right. But I'm just saying, some version of Bruce would do what Gene Paul's doing here.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that? Some versions would, not all, but some.
Yeah.
Oh, Bruce fighting off more of these guys. I gotta double check something because I noticed one of the masters I don't think appears.
Huh. I think
the sword
I remember why. I think I remember why. Eventually, when it comes to it, because was it
was the sword guy, the guy with the two swords?
Yeah, would that have been the last one he would actually face before he eventually deals with the penultimate one?
Yeah,
with the way that gets Shiva to graduate him as ready.
Yeah, it said right here. Although there were 7 disciples, Bruce is only shown to fight 6 of them. Maybe the other was simply never introduced in print. He was the guy with the 2 swords.
Yeah, he probably would have been the last one, but Bruce was able to graduate before facing him, and Shiva then went to do what we eventually see Shiva do.
That's true, and apparently also you know who else is actually a student of the Armless Master? Catwoman. Apparently Catwoman, and oh geez, the Armless Master is the brother of the Legless Master.
And
he was introduced in Robin 49. And another person who had
I have a
by him
faint memory of coming across of reading that story, but it was probably one among the many while I have been going through.
And another person who was taught was Hellhound, one of Catwoman's villains. I just had to look that up, but yeah. So, but yeah, even the wiki points it out.
Yeah.
Oh, and now there's another master now. This one's all about his the kicks. Which one of you is Candy? Jeez, let me guess. You look like a candy. No. Oh, geez. This fight here is an interesting one. Like, this guy's using all of his kicks.
And they're fighting in an active traffic.
And look at that. Look at that moment here. Yeah.
Imagine the road rash of...
I want to see this animated.
Yeah, this
should be animated.
Yeah, this has to be seen in motion.
I just realized, I have a feeling, here's what I just realized. I think they might deal with Bruce's recovery quick. It might end up being similar to Dark Knight Rises, where it's going to be quicker and they're going to focus more on his retraining.
Hopefully.
You want to bet that's what they're going to do in their person of search?
Yeah.
I think they're going to speed through his recovery and add in his retraining during the search, or at least part of his retraining.
Yeah.
And then finish it up by the end.
Yeah, question just remains, are they gonna keep Chandra healing him, or is it gonna be a time skip montage which shows him slowly getting better?
I think it's going to be more close to the Dark Knight Rises, where again it's going to reveal it was more pop day part of his back that just had to get put back in place. But yeah, they're fighting, and like I do also like how Jean Paul is not stupid. He's like, if you're lying, then I'll just have to go. And like, I love it. He's like, you don't need me anymore. Think about it, Candy. If you're lying, then I'll just have to go looking for you again. And you make it harder next time, wouldn't you? You got that right. Again, I prefer this handling of him, where yes, he's going nuts, but he's still being much saner or much more competent.
Or has a method to his madness.
A method, yeah. I think it's like that's the unfortunate thing is he's finally getting the right hang of it when he's calm. His insanity though is taking over too much.
Yeah.
Oh, of course he thinks again it's Leia who did this. Oh, look at what he does to get him. He then grabs part of it, the grate, and chink. But turns out the car they were fighting on, you should have pulled over when we first landed on your car, lady. Turns out, what are the odds? What of the other masters? No, they say number 6. So we did skip one.
Huh.
Yeah, we had the guy with the chains. We had the guy with the 2 smaller blades. We had then the guy with all the animals. And then we went to this guy.
Yeah, there's no number 4.
Yeah, 4 must have been the twin-bladed guy.
Yeah. And it would have actually been properly fixed that it was to say that Bruce never got to the last guy.
No, but apparently he did.
Yeah.
Number 6. My guess is it was supposed to be probably have another issue somewhere, but they didn't get to it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Although, I gotta say, the fact is, he has been caught off guard, knocked around, and he only wins by a fluke.
Oops.
Wow!
Well,
that last one was pure luck.
Yeah, or the universe.
It was.
Or the universe giving him a break because
or the writer trying it with him. We gotta hurry this along.
Yeah.
That's what this feels like. This particular one feels the most blatant.
Yeah, 1 in a million shot.
Yeah, but this just feels just like the writer saying, "Move it along." But yeah. Oh, I love it. Stay. Rats. The rats might come back. And he left them.
Oh.
He forgot him. Oh, geez, of course. I will prove you wrong, and I will redeem myself. Who's he talking to? Can't see or hear anyone. Looks like he's alone. I'll tell you one thing. Bruce has his work cut out for him.
Oh.
Yep. You cannot forsake me, Saint Dumas. And again, here's the other thing is, this, again, one issue leads to the next, leads to the next, leads to the next.
Oh.
No disjointedness or anything.
Oh. There's probably the miss of one master that it's something going along somewhat flawlessly.
Yeah. Like, you created me to be an avenger in your own image. And now that I'm close in on my father's killer, you taunt me and confuse me. I gotta go back. I gotta double check what they were saying to him. I want to make sure I got it right. That's all.
Okay.
So hold on. Here it is. You found the coin. It is not what you believe it to be. It cannot be Leia. You are a fool to think it is. But where would they have gone, the medallion? Leia did not act alone. He had service to aid him in his darkest deeds. He would not have soiled his hand with your father's blood. You were blinded by yourself and your stupid desire. So the system is trying to get him back on track.
Yeah, and stop trying to be someone else.
Yep, it is you who has spurned the order, heretic. You've taken up the mantle of the bat and failed at that as well. You are neither savior nor avenger. So, you feel even worse for him, don't you? His mind
when
is
you
so
know
messed
when he
up.
knows that what he's doing wrong, but he's ignoring himself, telling that.
If you look at it, that's his mind telling him it.
Sean Paul could work surprisingly well as a Silent Hill protagonist.
That's true. Oh, and it's Bruce is starting to gain the hang of swing. It's just not fully there yet.
Oh.
Again, I love using the swing as his first step.
Yeah.
Dealing with them, and this comes the last one. I'll say this for him. He's got a flair for the dramatic.
Yeah. And kind of a far cry from Bane.
Yeah.
Like him.
Perfect. That's a perfect choice for the final match lesson.
Yeah.
And him being the top master.
Yeah.
He looks it.
Hmm.
But yeah, he's trying to find Leia still. Again, he's just so convinced that Leia is alive. He might not be. I mean, I only know because I looked at it and said, yeah, he is still alive, but doesn't come back until Contagion.
Oh.
But yeah, Bruce is dealing with this guy. Good fight, big fight. And again, this guy is truly a master. An Aikido discipline. Every move led to getting these steel cable hands on me, meaning his actual arms. Oh, and now he's dealing with this guy in an armor.
Aye, thanks for another reminder that this is the 90s.
Meanwhile, Dick and Tim are still trying to feel like the last few nights he's been standing on top of Gotham Tower, just standing there waiting. We don't know what happened to him when he left the city, Robin. He's going through a lot of changes, and it's all internal. He never talks. That's what makes it so hard on him, on us. So what can we do? You think he's in danger? All we can do is be there. He's got to get through this the same way he's faced everything else in his life. Alone. Tengu, you are a troublesome spirit. His voice is a harsh whisper. So many of my comrades have you defeated. All the more honor you will be when I kill you. The throat, a weak point of soft flesh. I had a nylon plate implanted there to protect my windpipe. Like one end free, not a hand, a knife. My hand is a knife. A knife of tempered steel right in the eyes. Press my advantage. Only one way to end it. So yeah, he's fighting on this guy, and I'm going to twist your head off, freak. No! Oh boy, just fight this guy and is ready to just... Yeah, this is not the one I seek. He's only a minion. Rapture and damnation. He's misinterpreting the minion line.
Oh.
Of course, here it is, like, fights them all the way into this here. You have won, Tengu. I am defeated. My master said your hand was deserved. Not going to be good enough. Only one thing will satisfy the murderess who sent you here. So for a moment, you think he just did the leopard blow.
Yeah, it's trained properly well to not show what he actually does. But it looks like it, and yeah.
And he thinks about it, and he thinks about the blow.
Yeah. It's properly framed well enough that did he do it or did he not do it, and it's not, and you have Robin and Nightwing come across.
Not a good scan of the cover.
Yeah.
Yep. No. Now I love it. For like, he killed the guy. Listen to me. Listen to you. You ain't Gotham over to that nutcase altar boy. You leave this kid out there with the dry without a snowball's chance, Nightwing. Then you throw everything you've lived for aside like it was nothing. Killing this creep doesn't make you as bad as the scum we hunt. It makes you worse because they never stood for anything. You don't understand. They were never going to stop coming at me. There was only one way to stop the attacks. And it's true. Like there's only one way to stop the Joker or Riddler or Bane. What's so different this time? Why cross the line for this guy? It is not a line, Nightwing. It is a door. A door that opens only one way. It may never be reopened once a warrior steps to the other side. You have done well, Tengu. You have excelled one blow. You have found the skills you sought, and I have received my own reward. Blood on the hands of the Dark Knight. Who's this? You went to Lady Shiva? This is Shiva? You got some rep, lady. And the boy wonder.
Didn't Ghost let him know that he was getting retrained by Shiva? But he said that he looking for trouble somewhere and said, never know with Shiva.
Ooh, good point. Now this talks about you. You You killed her sensei and led students to me. Ola turned me into a killer. Was there another purpose? To amuse me and to test your skills. You are a dangerous man now. A weapon forged by me, tempered by combat, honed by death, worthy of my notice. And so I face you, killer against killer, one day. For now, revel that you are the master of Gotham, but not the world. She's gone. She's gone. Oh, Bruce, why did you do it? It turns everything into a lie. Hey, check it out. It's alive. Alive. Huh? You saw what I wanted Shiva to see. I couldn't graduate until I killed one of the masters. And they were going to keep on coming as long as the transmitter she had in the mask kept telling them where to find me. When I got in enough training, I gave her what she wanted. As far as she knows, let's get this man to an emergency room.
So did he probably just punch somewhere off screen so that from every point of view it looks like he punched him, and then he probably whispered to the guy, pretend that you're dead.
Or it knocked him out.
Yeah.
But now the fact that this guy has a helmet when we didn't see him have a helmet before is not good art continuity.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's a hiccup. Let's go with that. What it is, it's a hiccup.
Yep. But yeah, Montoya and the others are there as he's climbing his way up. Then we're seeing this guy here, Selkirk, who is it's like things will be fine one way or another, and all that. So but yeah, we see then the rest of the minions. Shiva kills them all. The Tengu is no more.
Well, that's apparently. Well, now whoever witnesses it and
there's no one witness left.
Yeah, the only witness left could not see that it was a woman.
Oh yeah, and we even said you will have a message. They mean to the other side, to the afterlife. Like I brought you a message for him to the other life. Hello?
Yep.
Sorry, you were quiet.
No, my ears have been a little itchy these days.
Yep, he still doesn't feel ready yet. And now there's only one thing missing. Pretty sure we know what that one thing is. The costume.
Yeah.
But I love it also like busted open and it's ours, man. Ah! Okay, that's cute. I also like that's not going to be easy to get back. He's not just going to hand it all over. Bruce is going to have to take it. I sure hope so. Big letdown if Bruce doesn't hand that Demento his head. He sounds so sure. Sure, I'm sure. He's the man, Robin. He'll take Gotham back from that zealot. So now he's already, like, after that moment of doubt, he's now feeling like he gets it now.
Oh.
Like, Bruce hasn't changed. Azbat. I love it as you call them Azbats. Has that gig. And look what that did for him. It's something else. Bruce is the Batman. You or me might step into his boots someday, but it could never be the same. I mean, he might have a successor, but he'll never have a replacement. And it damn sure could never be that sanctimonious nut job he handed the cave over to. What else you got here, Harold? I'm beginning to see how you got your job. I wish I shared Dick's confidence. Oh, and even with Gordon, of course, still feels, conflicted. Tim's talking to his dad, of course. I love it. This is the only downside of being Robin. I have to lie to my dad. I hate it. Oh, look on the bright side. You have someone to lie to. Ooh, again, I miss Dixon writing this.
Yeah.
Don't you miss this type of writing?
Yeah. One more reason why I keep sometimes going back to marathon through all the issues, all the series, be it Robin's issues, Detective Comics issues, Batman's own series issues, Legends of the Dark Knights, or Shadow of the Bat. It depends.
Yeah, but still little moments like that. Like
this is one reason why you go back to reread it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Then they make their way through there as he gets, caught up again with them. Oh, tell me how to find your master. Tell me where to find Leia. Who? Again, this just tells you how too far gone he is. Everyone is telling him who, and he is so convinced clearly Leia is just such a master of disguise and being hidden. Oh, there's Bane.
Oh.
He's having this. Oh, no first name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he was just born in the prison and without a name, and then he just created a name for himself. And oh yeah, you can tell from how he's drawn that he still has some muscle in his arm, but it's kind of surrounded by fat. Like he's
a little bit of fat. Because he's gone through withdrawal. I love it though. The only way you can recognize him is the eyes.
Yeah.
Because remember, that's how his eyes would normally look. But yep, welcome back. A little premature, Robin. I won't be back until I've taken Gotham. And that battle starts now.
Did they add the shoulder spikes to this costume?
No, that's during Troika.
No, the way how the cape is drawn on the shoulders.
Oh, a little. But now we get Catwoman's tie-in. Yep, and although I gotta say, I'm not happy that his big swing is in Catwoman. I get it, it's needed, but...
Yeah, it's the next chronological chapter, so...
I know, but it does feel like it should have been...
It's a problem with the editing of when the issues come out.
Right.
They probably a corner they drove themselves into.
Right, but it still makes sense.
It's also kind of weird looking into the whole thing. Or is it this whole... Batman's costume has gone from the yellow emblem and the full chest thing, and the thing about he had this exact same costume before, and then he coming back, he wears the same costume. It's kind of symbolic in return.
Well, yeah, and then afterwards, once he has Dick word, once he comes back, he then goes the full all black outfit.
Yeah, because
that was the Tim Burton outfit.
Yeah.
But Selena is trying to find this gun runner who ends up being the guy that Azbat's going to be going after. Yep, her just she's rabbiting. I've never rabbited in my life. I've pussy-footed, I've cat scratched, I've even kitty cornered, but I don't rabbit. Like now she's ready to take off, and then boom. Now this is what they imply. These are the armored thugs, like what we saw earlier.
No.
Of course, he is still convinced Azrael is there, and not Azrael, that Leia is there. And look at this. Bruce would never do this.
Yeah, caused traffic.
This just tells you how, even the Selkirk. The connection there is there. Ties to the Gotham underworld. Ties to the Batman. Ties to Azrael. He's no longer... And so, he knows that Leia has to be there. Or he thinks that Selkirk is a servant of Leia. Again, he's delusional.
Oh,
of course. Is this for real? What do you mean? Like the real Catwoman. I heard about her in the Midnight Inquisitor. No way. The real Catwoman's a big-time crook. This chick don't look so dangerous. Besides, even if she was, she's strapped tight. What could she do?
Well, apparently her arms were strapped, but not her legs.
Right. Rolling Stones elevator music. Yuck! I think that means elevator music version of Rolling Stones music.
Oh, yo. That's kind of weird.
Oh, Batman and Azbat just plowing through everything. I love how she makes them think that, let's see how dumb these guys are. Pretty dumb. I always prefer this, Selena, in the writing department. Just fun, catty. Okay, that is good artwork there.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
Although the abs...
Yeah, the abs are kind of not overselling it. Yeah, that's not supposed to be a skin tight costume.
I love the mask.
Oh.
But and then Okay, stuff like that there. And just look at it. All that blood, and that blood will stay there.
Having him appear tainted.
Eat lead, lady. Eat litter. All I wanted was the enabler, Selkirk. Now that's not enough. Now I want to hurt you. What were you planning to do to me to make me talk, you creep? Or maybe you didn't care if I talked or not. And what's the problem? Cat got your tongue? Go! Leia. Where's Leia? Leia? He's dead. He's been dead all along. You! Now, of course, this is just one of his bodyguards, but he is so convinced this guy is Leia. Last of the three who murdered Azrael. Destiny has brought me to the man who killed my father. Your father? Batman's father? For the life of my father, you die. No, I can't let you kill him. Get away. I can't.
If they adapt this scene, they have to have someone proper Batman voice actor whose voice like stops everything from happening and brings everyone's attention to Batman.
I think Roger Craig Smith could pull it.
Yeah, if he is not if he can make it sound like the older veteran Batman and compared to. Arkham Origins, he was younger and well, I never watched the English dub of Batman Ninja, so I can't talk about it.
No, we can't, and I can't. We settle this here and now. And my Kelly Jones was so much better with Azbat.
Yeah, this is kind of also too much channeling the vampire Batman.
And the fact that there's been 10 issues since the end of Knightfall. Oh, I've been loving this. How you see the Azbat bat symbol shatter and it's falling apart to reveal the old Batman symbol.
Yeah, that's great.
Like, it's over. You've had a wild ride, but it ends here. And who's going to end it now that you're retired? Consider this a comeback. And this is it, Nightwing. It's going down. Maybe not. Maybe you can reason with him. When I reason with him, he almost choked me to death. Now unhand him. You've done enough damage. Do not listen to him, my son. You must avenge my death. Okay, I think here's another issue. I think some writers give mixed messages from the system. Like, let him go. No. Yes, he killed my father. Then I'll take him in. And is that the difference between us? Yes, I think it is. You take him in. I take him down. He punched him off. We killed him. And yet they don't react to that.
Or
like Abattoir deserved to go down, even more than most. Graham Etchison didn't. What are you? Had Abattoir lived to be questioned, Etchison might have been saved. I don't care what. No, you don't care. But the real Batman does. And the real Batman never kills. I didn't kill. Not even Abattoir. I walked away and... You didn't walk away. You had a freak out. I think he's convinced himself he walked away.
Well, there's were there witnesses? Okay, we went
Robin.
Yeah.
You're out of control.
So didn't he just have an episode while he was walking away?
No, remember, he was standing there like, what do I do? And then he fell.
Okay, it does look like he was just standing there having an episode and just letting it happen.
So I think he convinced himself he just walked away.
Oh, after it.
Died. And
he walked away after it.
Yes, and as a result, Graham Etchison died. You're out of control, just as bad as what you profess to fight. Maybe it's the system, the brainwashing of the Order Sanctimont. I don't know, and right now, I don't care, but I'm back to stop it. Your past, you broke it. The past. I am the future. You're a mistake. The biggest mistake of my life, made in a moment of weakness, and I'm here to take it all back. It's too late, and unless you want more punishment, unless you want more punishment, is that it? I've already shoved you aside once. That was then. I don't shove now. You mean it, don't you? You really want to see who's best. I want to stop you, and I want to help you. Don't listen to him. His lies and taunts. He's patronizing you. You beat Bane, but that was his nemesis, and now he is your Bane. Again! The system makes no sense!
Now it doesn't make any sense. In the
The
previous
writers
game,
don't, I
could
don't
say,
think the writers know. I don't think they know. I think that's the biggest problem. The writers don't know how the system works. And I think there's a big, again, showing a big flaw was this, again, as great as Denny O'Neill's editorialship was, I don't think he ran as fine of a ship. He brought up some really good stuff, but it didn't feel cohesive.
Well, sailing a ship through a
By this
storm.
point, it wouldn't until as it went on. Remember, this is the starting point when they would start to do more of these Bat Family crossovers. They didn't do it until this point. So obviously by this point, they didn't know what to do.
Well, another case of growing pains then.
Yep. If you'll just, no, it's mine now. If you want it back, you'll have to take it. Oh. Of course, they see this, ready to go. He's taking advantage. I don't blame him. I would, wouldn't you, if you were in his shoes?
Yeah, just let them fight each other.
And then go for Catwoman and the boys.
Your mic is static. Scratches.
Hello?
Audio scratches.
Hold on. How about now?
Better.
Okay, don't know what happened. Wait.
And now you're not audible at all.
How about now?
Better.
All right. Ruby, I like my costume, and because my costume has been improved, and you rely on it too much. But they're able to handle them their own. Of course, I just need and Sculptor's neural enabler. Is right on the top.
Okay, there's like again, it's echoing in and echoing out.
What the heck happened? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, good now. Okay. No echoing anything.
Speak a whole sentence.
Okay. How about this? Is this better?
Okay, yeah, that is now a little bit better.
A little bit.
It works in going forward until something else be fixed again.
All right. Hold on, let me try. Okay, how about now? Is that better? Is this better?
Yeah, that works better.
All right. But yeah, so like nobody shoots in my direction. Ditto, I guess. This costume is both armor and weapon. What do you rely on? Whatever happens to be at hand. What? What is it now? Why is it Violet? Like what? Hold on.
Oh, God.
Violet. What is it, Violet? Weird, it was the other dog barking this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, this is a good fight.
Ooh.
The police will be your suit. Give it up. You want me to quit like you did? Never! All right, so let me get this straight, Commissioner Gordon. You want me to condone your police force going after the Batman when I already told you to model their method on him? He's out of control, Mr. Mayor, making a travesty of the law. Nonsense. Crime is down 42% since he got tough. The Batman is exactly what Gotham needs. And with your history of supporting him, even defending him, I should think you would agree. But he's not the real. Yes, Grohl speaking. Hold on, and he's right here. It's for you. What? Where? All right, I'll be right there. Not the real what? You're nothing but a pretender now. Already finished. But even if you were still in your prime, still a real threat, you can't hurt me. And you're not in your prime. Not a threat at all. So yeah, they're still trying to take while Batman is busy, they're still trying to stop the thugs.
Oh.
Everybody down and stay down. Steady down, Mr. Selkirk. Catwoman's right behind me. She catches up to him. But uh-oh. Give it up, Jean Paul. I can't shield myself with your armor forever. I like that. Shielding himself with the armor. And then die. Not when your grapnel can save us both. No, you spoiled the aim. All right. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Batman. Both of them. And it'll be a miracle if even one survives. So, Harvey, I like how Harvey just rolls with it.
Yeah.
I think deep down he had a feeling.
Oh.
Wouldn't you agree?
Hopefully, it would be better to see most reactions when everyone's seeing two of them or see the original back, right. and talking down to the one that they have been dealing with.
I gotta say, I also like how Catwoman's side story is still being run through this. Because obviously they want to make sure that when that book picks up, it'll be in a good spot. But yeah, and having her involved makes sense, given how she dealt with Azbat.
Oh.
Those fins could slice through me like meat. Like you had your chance to withdraw, imposter. Now you must die to learn the truth. There is only one Batman, and you cannot avoid me for long. You're finished, Wayne. That's it, Big Mouse. Keep looking this way. If he has any sense now, he'll let go. I guess that makes two of us. The Mook has a point, Nightwing. How the heck is the boss going to get out of that? It's going to crash. Come on. So they do crash. Duh.
Ouch.
Of course, I love it. He separates from Azbat to go save her because that's what he would do.
And he says Selina the same way how Spider-Man tried to save Gwen Stacy.
But there is not as big of a gap in her fall. Stay in your cars. Look out. And of course, Azrael playing dirty.
Oh.
And your concern for others was always your weakness. And now it is your downfall. Weakness is for losers. There's no place for it in the world of the Batman. Only the strong can survive. Losers die. What? So yeah, they're hearing about all the stuff going on. My leg, I think it's broken. Think your star, you're alive, buddy. What's that smell? Fuel, and the electronics are sparking. I'm taking my chances on the bridge. Sit down before you tip us over. But what are we gonna do? I'm sinking. You've done well, Wayne. Coming back like this after what Bane did to you, but just as Bane broke you, I broke Bane. And as I'll break any man who dares interfere with my sacred mission. The paths of the Bat and the Punishing Angel have met and joined in our one. I am the protector of Gotham. I am the scourge of evil. I am the one true Batman, slayer of false demons. This is my favorite part, is this whole, once we got to this fight. Oh, just look at that. Say it, Wade. One true Batman. One true Batman. One true Batman. To the righteous victory. Let Angel's flame send you back to the fiery pits of hell. Fuel from the chopper. I have to stop him or we're all toast. Yeah, he's not paying attention.
And he's about to.
Yep. Burn, imposter.
Let those who are without sin cast the first stone. And he threw it on himself.
Yep, that armor will drag him down. He'll drown. Like yours, I believe. Aren't you heading the wrong way? There are men still inside. Selkirk and its mooks. Men? Doesn't matter. I can't let them die. If the tingle she felt the first time she'd seen him left her in any doubt, it fades now. The man in the metal couch would never risk his life for scum. She knows the real Batman is back. Rescue work's not your line of work. What's your angle? Selkirk is something I need. Once I have it, I don't care what happens to him. Of course, he throws it in the water. Oh, I forgot. Cats hate water. Ha ha! And creeps. We just loves creeps. Let him fall for all the use he is to me now. You may as well see things through. Take him. I'll help the others. Unfortunately, he's only able to get the one guy down, I think. Nope, wait. Nope, both of them.
Okay, good.
You can barely see it. I think they had to add that in because they realized.
Yeah.
Because that looks like a tacked on, doesn't it?
You.
But they make it down just in time. Spidey heads for the Batmobile. No, don't. Paul's modified the whole thing. I'm sure he's booby-trapped it. Boom! He was warned. He should never have crossed the punishing angel. Now he's improved with his life. There is only one true Batman.
Wow.
I love it when it goes red.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it's the lighting of the fire that makes it appear as red.
Oh boy, again, I'm just picturing that animated.
Oh.
You killed him. He should never have crossed the punishing angel. What? The fact that he's calling himself now the punishing angel. I also like that.
Yeah.
You killed the Batman. Never. You could never be the Batman. Yeah, I love his Nightwing versus Azrael.
Yeah.
My baby, somebody help me. Killer, you're nothing compared to him. Nothing. I am the victor. I am the survivor. And that counts for everything. The city has changed. The world has changed. The time for masquerades and adventures is past. No more costumes. Now, only armor. Okay, this is clearly mocking and taking that at the 90s.
Yeah.
That whole line right there is pot shots at the 90s.
Yeah.
There's no more costumes now, only armor. I'll save her and get clear of this. But now. Okay, I'll get you out of here. This is harder than I thought. I never worked one of these. The kid seat? Mommy can always buy another seatbelt.
Has to buy another car too.
Whoa. What's this all about? Somebody blew up the Batmobile. You better clear this bridge. We're going to get a lot of secondary explosions. Nightwing. Uh-oh. Oh. Maybe not, but can you take the drop to the river? Nightwing. Robin. Batman. Come with me. But Nightwing and Paul. Nightwing can hold his own. He'll know when to break it off. The explosion, how'd you? Had just enough time to get out. I realized when I got inside that Paul would have rigged the car. How? Because I would have done the same thing, but not so lethal a trap.
So he let it explode just and was out the door and said, okay, from corner, and boom.
Yep. But he's able to get free. I kept to free myself. Yeah, because he has his own oxygen supply. Of course he would. And I see all this going on. A couple of people said they saw two Batmen, right? Then some car exploded big time, and it really hit the fan. So what do you guys know? Not a damn thing. Just keep the gawkers off the bridge, okay? So what's going on, Hob? Where I stand, Montoya? Looks like the costume geeks are trying to see who gets to be Gotham's #1 masked man. So yeah, makes his way, swim. Of course, can't lose sight of him. Swims like a shark. Again, I like this fight.
Yeah, it's
and who bested Batman? Such a child. That tears it. Behind all those steals and all those damn gadgets, you're just a common thug. You want to be Batman, huh? Yeah, right. You just have to stand on top of Gotham Tower just to reach his boots. You didn't best him. You murdered him. Now I'm going to peel that tin suit off of you and air you out. Enough. Touch the nerve, huh? And get him mad enough, but he's bound to screw up. I just hope I'm alive to see it. Oh, this fight just keeps going on. Biggest potluck of my life. The best head I ever held. This would never have happened in St. Louis. Oh. Lady, get out of here. No, wait, sport. I've been playing this bandit all night, and he's getting ready to pay big. Jeez. Pink! It's all over. All that's left is the final blow. Then the boy dies. Then Gotham is mine. He has lost it. And ain't that the Batman? Like I care. The guy's gone psycho. Another respite, Nightwing. Your last fledging. Oh, what's he saying? Sorry. Sounds like he's apologizing. Couldn't stop him, bruh. We're gonna get you help, pal. Who was that guy? Was it the Batman? Never. Only one Batman. I've done it, Holy Dumas, Sacred Warrior. I have avenged. I have redeemed. I have taken the Dark City. Its traits and secrets and its soul are mine. The war is won. Only a few sorties to be made to strengthen my hold on Gotham. My father's killer barks at hell. Bruce Wayne is a memory. The crusade is over. No one stands before me. The city is cloaked in the mantle of the bat. Its citizens sleep beneath my protection, beneath the blade of Azrael. Huh? Someone above. The boy? Fairly foolish of you to come here, Robin. Not Robin, Jean Paul. It's me. Oh, and it's the Bane moment.
Yeah.
That I
shows
love.
him. Yeah, that shows how he has
Full circle.
Full circle.
Yep. Here's a question. Who would you see voice Jean Paul and Azrael? Someone could both do a geek, but then also be badass. And still grizzled.
Will Friedley?
Oh, that would be nice. Will Friedle?
Oh.
Yeah. And here comes the big finale. Oh, look at that. And Barry Kitson writing, no, you are not the Batman. I am the Batman. Now get out. I'm not here to fight you, Jean Paul. I'm not Jean Paul. He is gone forever. I am the Batman. Okay, Batman. Let's talk. We have nothing to talk about. Do I have to tell you again? Get out. Look, I do own this house. It's mine because someone gave it to you. He gave it to you. Your father. I'll bet your daddy gave you lots of things, didn't he? You don't deserve to own Wayne Manor any more than you deserve to be the Batman. Can't believe that. Batman is my creation. Is he? Somehow I doubt it. I don't think a privileged, pampered weakling like... I think this is them again quoting the people who complained about why Batman should have been gone anti-heroic.
Probably.
This feels
and
like...
in hindsight, probably...
You know, I think why this works so much better than Crusade. You know why? Much like how World Without Superman ended up being the main reason behind the Death and Return. That was the story they truly wanted to tell. This moment, these last few issues were the moment they wanted to tell.
Yeah.
You got a feeling it's kind of like the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
It didn't get good until Revenge of the Sith because that was the story George wanted to tell.
You.
Like someone could create something like me, like you. But let's say you aren't like. Let's say you did create Batman. You were too weak to continue being him. Too weak and too cowardly. You couldn't defeat Bane. Only I could do that. He broke you like a twig. And what did you do? You ran. Ran and left me to do the dirty work. Jack Drake and Dr. Kinsolving were kidnapped. I had to find them. So you say. So you would have us believe. I will tell you one final time. Get out. Do what you do best. Slink away to your cars and your women and your parties and take your precious daddy whoosh, with you. Until this moment, I wasn't sure. Despite everything that happened earlier, fires, the explosion, the vines, despite all that, I wasn't sure you lost control. That you become a vindictive, spiteful brute. I didn't want to believe all I'd heard. I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. I didn't want to believe you let a man die. I didn't want to believe any of it. Now I must. Responsibility is mine. I helped make you. We've got a lot to do together, you and I, and we begin here and now. Take off that costume. Never! I love it. Bruce still wants to help him because he knows he's lost. He's not evil.
Yeah, it's...
The system has warped him.
Yeah, he's
Jean Paul is a good man.
Yeah, it's something of a
Azrael has taken over.
yeah. This
Oh
is
my
something.
God! Oh my God! I just realized Jean Paul is just like the whole three sides of Bruce.
Hmm.
When you really think about it,
Elaborate.
Azrael is the Batman persona taken to its fullest extreme and then some.
Uh,
Am I wrong?
yeah, that is it. Not to mention because John Paul never actually even had a life as John Paul to balance it out.
Not really.
There was no balance.
What he did was then take it from him when he became Azrael, and then he lost it.
Yeah.
But you're right, there was no balance. Like chum 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 chum. Oh, just look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, another booby trap. Now wait, another Batmobile?
Before this was even before they established that there are multiple ones.
Yeah, this was before that. Oh,
I think that's foreshadowing.
I love this. Time back to year one.
Oh.
But I love that. That's a way that only Bruce would know. Not even Tim knew.
Huh.
The wooden baffle and everything to hide through. That is brilliant.
Yeah.
Tying back to that old hole.
Yeah.
And then he puts it up there. Another minute to replace the baffle. Maybe later I'll figure out why he bothers. The night vision. Jean Paul Valley, listen to me. For a moment, he thinks it's Saint Dumas. Saint Dumas is dead. Your father is dead. Ed, it is time to free yourself again from them and a Batman. There is no Batman. Batman is a fiction. You say that? Could it possibly be true? For years, he believed that Bruce Wayne was true and Batman was true. Bruce Wayne was fiction. No Dumas, no father, no Batman. Only you, Jean Paul Valley. The others aren't real. You are. Stop hiding behind something that does not exist. Let yourself be let yourself be yourself. Take off the costume. Take off the costume. It's you, isn't it, Bruce Wayne? All right, I'm tired of fighting, tired of running from you. Come on and let's discuss a truce. Pose. We have no need for a truce. We're not enemies, but as I said, we have a lot to do. Not a lot, really. Just one task, and it's mine, not ours. Upstairs in the house, I tried to kill you, and then I changed my mind. Instead of finishing what I started, I came down here to think. That was a mistake. Thinking is foolish and weak. Action is what counts. This action! Conned by a lie that would have fooled a Girl Scout. Jean Paul, this is the wrong way. You're a victim, Jean Paul. Your father and that hellish order he served twisted your mind from infancy on, and you didn't even know it. But you do now. You can stop being this puppet, and if I am Batman, because if I'm not Batman, I am nothing. Ah! His clothes are heavily insulated. Electricity won't stop him. Won't even hurt him much. I will not be nothing. Maybe I was wrong. He's lurching. I like that's the other reason. He being Azrael and being Batman was a power fantasy. Which again matches the 90s mentality.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to let it go because all he has left is Jean Paul Valley, a dweeb.
Yeah. Well,
a dweeb who has nothing in his life. Okay, he's a well-jacked dweeb, but mentally he's a dweeb.
Yeah. I'm also going to try to figure out where's the divergence point on where the Tales from the Multiverse starts from.
Basically, what if Bruce never recovered? No. I think
it starts from somewhere here.
Basically, he just won the fight. That's all it is.
Yeah, let's see where.
They never said. They don't give a specific point. They just say in general. But yeah, this big fight, and then they both put on their night lenses. Oh, look at this!
Oh,
you can't escape. The passage is nearing more and more. Uh-oh! He can't get through!
I could not get past there. I I'm already something of big guy. If I go somewhere, I know I won't be able to fit in there. I'm not going any deeper than.
I can see how Bruce was barely able to fit through. Oh, and look at this. Not giving up, are you? Perfect. He's lost the suit, but he's leaving the mask on. So you got no more room to run. Neither have you. It's over, Jean Paul. Please believe that. No! The baffled. Shining the light. Double meaning. The light's coming in. He's being purified. And he had the night lenses still on.
So
what's he going to do? Take it off. Can't see. You are the Batman. You've always been the Batman. And I am nothing. You'll take me to the police? No. I probably should, but I won't. Long time ago, I fell through that opening. I haven't really ever stopped falling. Maybe it's time to go the other way. Time for both of us to leave the dark. You were wrong when you said you're nothing. You just don't know who you are, what you might become, but you can learn. It won't be easy. You might fail, but you've got to try. Can you forgive me? Yes, I suppose I do. Someday I may even forgive myself. Go now, and don't ever look back. I wish you well. And that's where it ends, although we do have this epilogue here, which aftermath. I will do this one because this one's in the trade.
Yeah.
Bruce, it's me, Tim. Jean Paul Valley is gone. To where? Don't know, and right now, I don't care. It's what I should feel good about all this. I've won it all back, haven't I? Bruce? Sorry, I'm tired. But my mind's racing. It won't let me sleep. I've been sitting here thinking. All of this has been due to my poor judgment. I left the city in unsuitable hand. Jean Paul was a disastrous choice. But there wasn't time. No excuse. There's no margin for error here. I should have been prepared for any contingency. I should have had a successor in the wings. Until I found out about Jean Paul's indiscretions, I was prepared to live the rest of my life as Bruce Wayne and nothing more. Now I'm back, and it's as if nothing has happened. I have to rethink it all, make some changes. I'm going to reappraise a lot of things about Bruce Wayne and Batman. We'll talk later. Now, what did he mean by all that? Now, of course, this in the trade, they skipped through a lot of this up until this part.
Yeah.
And then he thinks, is this one of the changes he's talking about? Well, the job's still mine until it tells me otherwise. Yep. After last night, I wonder if we'll ever see him again. Sneaks his way in there. I do like how they use the green color for their night vision. Oh, I love this. Whoops. Sorry, lady. Whoa.
That's gonna cost you.
Yep. But sneaks his way through as they're doing all this. And he's just listening, waiting, hoping Batman's scaring the frequencies. Comes in and fights. Of course, I want to back his plan, not spoil it. And yes, oops. Oops. You let yourself wide open. No, I didn't. You were there. But you said you wanted to talk to me. You said there'd be some changes. I know I should have let you know about Jean Paul. Forget it, Robin. You did the right thing. The job's still yours if you want it. Now let's get out of Gordon's way. Of course, I love that. After everything that and some overtime and extra paperwork and a happy ending, Commissioner. Really, Winnie? How can any of us be sure? After everything that's happened, how can we be sure of anything? So, how was that?
That was
probably the best part.
Yeah, the ending is probably the best part in building up to it. Yeah, you were right about something that they wanted to tell.
Yeah, that's what the story they wanted to tell. Now, I would say, Knightfall, if I could compare it, here's the thing. Again, compare it to the Death and Return of Superman. Knightfall was better than the Death. Do we agree to that?
Yeah.
Knightfall was definitely better than the Death because it had a story to do it. Whereas the Death was just a slugfest to get to what you wanted.
Prolonged fighting sequence.
I think that's the big thing, though. The Death and Return, the story they wanted to tell was what happened after the Death. So you can get to that sooner. The Knightfall, the whole thing to get to was the ending.
Yeah. I was about to think about that's also something that I recreated in a sort of way where when it came to the Pokemon Batman crossover. Most of it when Batman was facing off against Red Death after he had been separated from his Barry.
Right.
And he was running out of Speed Force energies to fight back. And it was one of those sequences where it was after he got separated from the others. Actually, it was on what the hell was it? Mount Silver.
Yep.
It was on Mount Silver where all of the Ash's Pokemon that had fled from a Devastator at the beginning of the story, or Merciless at the beginning of the story, had gathered, and he was talking about, and he was being convinced by Lugia to choose which ones to bring up, and Red Death caught up within there as his speed was running out. Well, Batman recognized this, and while he was also fast enough to tear Red Death's mask off, and then he just realized, okay, if he's slowing down, then mask off, mask, cape, belt off, fight this man to man, and talk him down,
Oh yeah.
Demoralize him while fighting him. Then when he was just fell down and to think about everything he did to become Red Death, what was showing in the issue of what we had when Metal came out, realizing what he had become, just going down like pretty much like Sean Paul. Then he was just okay, give me my stuff back. And when Red Death looked back up, he was standing in full costume, looking at what he had used to be.
Right.
And saying pretty much what Sean Paul did.
Yeah, but still, I mean, talk about this overall. First of all, with Knightsend, this felt some deviation here and there, necessity of the crossover, but for the most part, this was a fine-tuned story. Still annoys me we don't know about that fourth guy. But other than that, but overall, this, like I said, this was the strongest part.
Oh.
Would you say this was on par writing quality-wise with The World Without? Or Funeral for a Friend?
Pretty much in building up towards it.
Yeah. And then once the actual fight happens, that was the best part.
Oh.
The fight
all fights with Batman fighting for the first time, then Nightwing fighting him, and then Matt Bruce fighting him again.
Yep. But now the overall trilogy, it pales compared to the Superman Death and Return.
Yeah. Not enough good moments as in the Reign and World Without.
And I've read better Batman stories. I've also read worse. I mean, again, I would say this. I see why the trades only did Nightfall and Knightsend.
Yeah.
Because Crusade, NightQuest
was really a disconnected mess.
It was. The whole point of NightQuest was to keep it going, make people think that this is going to be the new status quo. I just realized it's similar to the Clone Saga. Well, what the Clone Saga would do eventually. You know what I mean? Where they gave us all these adventures with Ben Reilly.
Yeah.
Of course,
I only read it once. I have only read Clone Saga once. It was when I was doing my whole Amazing Spider-Man marathon before No Way Home was coming out.
Right. Now I'm talking about the later Clone Saga, not the original Clone Saga.
No.
But, and again, there was nothing wrong with it per se, but it clearly was similar to, like I said, it was both, I'll say it this way, it was both Deaths of Superman and Return/Reign all combined into one. It was the story that needed to be told to lead to the ending.
Yeah.
But they did it. They didn't have, this also shows the flaws of this era of the editorial. They didn't know what to do. Or from what I understood, they had it all planned at the beginning, and then everything went by the seat of their pants as it went on more and more. And then clearly they had to go tight again so they can get things done ASAP for 0 hour. Which again, I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of stuff would then get wrapped up with Protocol and then Troika.
Yeah.
But yeah, give me your full thoughts on this whole trilogy. You know, the highs and lows, what you thought of everything about it.
Well, it's probably one of the first trilogies to think up where the middle point is not the best one.
Yeah. Where the ending is.
Yeah.
But again, no, to be fair, again, the prequel trilogy was similar, except it was the first one that was the first part that was the weakest.
Yeah.
But yeah. What now? Obviously, Bane still one of the best things to come out of it.
You.
Azrael.
Yeah. Actually, the Knightfall was a whole thing that it kind of started in the something of a little too late of the way the story had begun. The story started earlier or earlier somewhere else, and it just started framing it in the
right. I know what you mean. Like basically his exhaustion and everything.
Yeah, like where it started from. Like he was already exhausted when we do it.
Well, yeah, when we started, he's already going through all that. We're just seeing it get worse. But you know what's funny though? Knightfall is the only thing people truly keep adapting. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Knightfall
and referencing, they never actually bother to show the repercussions of what happened after it.
They don't bring in
or just mention that it happened, but don't bother to explain how he got over it.
Exactly. But you know what I mean? I'm saying so, right?
Yeah. It's also got to think about how the hell did the Knightfall even happen in the Arkhamverse when they actually mentioned that Bane did break his back?
Yeah, and
probably sometime before Tim even became Robin.
But remember this though. But remember this: that the first game was done as if it could fit in any of the continuities, more like the comic. It was Arkham City is where they totally radically changed the lore. Because look at it, look back. Arkham Asylum could have fit in the comics. Was there really anything in there? I mean, they even reference Infinite Crisis when you look at the Ratcatcher's costume. They reference him getting killed by the Omax.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you get what I mean, though. So, but then afterwards, then is when they radically change it. Because why else is he then surprised? Because also, if you look at it, nothing contradicts the Robins in the first game. City is where they started the contradictions.
Yeah.
Like and then they have been
Strange, and it's Ross, and
the
whole Azrael thing. I was just thinking about that too because it was like never heard of Saint Dumas.
Yeah, so clearly they just dropped it then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got that. Maybe Paul Dini was probably trying to keep it together, but then Revenge of Harley Quinn forward.
Yeah,
Revenge of Harley Quinn forward. They were just letting the story move the characters.
Well, Rocksteady started taking over the writing, and then look at what happened by the time of Night.
Yeah.
But again,
Night is kind of a misimagining thing because Bruce and Jason never talk after the whole unmasking has happened.
You're right.
And I have talked about the Witcher 3. Well, the whole thing that you had with Witcher 3, with the side quest, you could keep picked up the side quest characters to come help differentiate the ending. Like if Nightwing's side quest was done, Nightwing could have been there at the final at the battle at the GCPD. Catwoman could have been if her side quest was
again.
done.
That's not how those
could have
work.
been. Those could have helped like properly build up the.
The whole point of Rocksteady's Batman is that he, despite having a family, he's always going to be alone. And also, this is the ass-kicking Batman. Everything he does has to do with the ass kicking.
And in the long run, that can only
look at what happened.
Make him look bad.
Yeah, because again, look at what happened with Freeze. Freeze is or Riddler. Riddler tells him, I have a perfect memory and recollection. I wake up screaming every night with your hands around my throat. What would comic Batman do? He would actually show a little regret. And maybe at least when he stops him, he would just grab him and say, it's over.
Yeah.
What does this Batman do?
Not to mention the whole thing that really held the series back was that every night had to be set on less than 12 or 8 hours. Between some, like I looked at it, the Arkham Asylum happened sometime on a year.
That one I could buy. Arkham Asylum I could buy.
Yeah, that was somewhere in July. Then City was somewhere next year, January. And 9 months later, City happened in October.
Yeah.
It was like the whole series was like stretched like so small window of okay, this is all the Batman you get, and all the development that happens in between. Yeah,
and Riddler's decline, and Mad Hatter's complete mental disintegration makes zero sense in that regard.
No.
You know what I mean? How do you go?
Bane was pretty much just walked away from it all.
He was the smart one. Better than the comic version, and then the unhinged version where he died. But yeah, again, no. But Bane here, there's a reason why I would say no. Knightfall does deserve to be the better recognized one. That was probably. As much as I feel Knightsend is the better story of it all, because what they wanted to tell, Knightfall is the more memorable. Do we agree to that?
Yeah, Knightsend is probably not fair because it's way too disconnected with the Night Quest in the middle.
Yeah. But there's still enough in there that you didn't have to read Night Quest. You know what I mean? You just know that he let someone die.
Yeah, but the whole thing, yeah, that should be acknowledged that story where it was how to happen. You can snip that out and also it out. But also, if you want to adapt it, you need to have the pages to read the whole thing. And not to mention another thing why I decided to wanted to do the whole compare source material to adaptation is that too many people when they're working on Hollywood and doing the movie adaptations and those. They usually compare the adaptations and use the adaptations as the source material rather than the actual source material.
You're right.
Yeah, Flashpoint was like I have been already said, that's one of the biggest offenders because that movie gave Thomas Wayne guns, and now everyone thinks Thomas Wayne always had guns.
Good point. I forgot, did Jeff Johns have him use gun in Flashpoint Beyond?
Oh, just there, and maybe just only at the end after when Thomas was going after the Clockwork Killer, who was going to be Martha Joker. Yeah, but before that, it was still just using his fists.
That's true. You're right, but still though, it just again, this is a bit of a mixed bag of a trilogy. Now, does it deserve to be a memorable one? Oh yes. This was a game changer still, regardless.
When
you really
especially when it also helped bring Dick properly as a
back into the family.
Yeah. Before that, like you could say that Tim had started to help him mend his terms with Bruce. But Nightfall and the whole thing that Bruce had to go through and seeing that is helped Dick properly.
I mean, year 3 started it, but they didn't follow through on it. This is where they're following through on it.
Yeah.
And again, Bane, great villain. And also one of the few villains that has not... Okay, no matter how much Hollywood has botched him with adaptations, the comics he's had more hits than misses. Now, granted, when he's had misses, they've been boneheaded misses.
And then there's the whole thing that just because Tom Hardy sounded like this,
or because Arkham Asylum made him so hugely jacked.
At least then he could have this horse and rose and actually feel that he actually has the Mexican or the South American accent.
Danny
South
Trejo
American
was a great voice for him.
Spanish-speaking accent.
Yep. You know what I still think was the best adaptation of Bane was Arkham Origins. That was the best Bane, if you ask me.
Yo, that's
hands down.
Yeah, I just say that when I tried to stream it yesterday, that the whole game kept crashing.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. But yeah,
that's why I decided to properly go with the Parasite Eve one.
Right, but still though, but that was definitely the best. Bane, great character. Azrael, I think there was a way you could have handled him better.
Well, Sean Gordon Murphy had his own version too.
Oh yeah, and I like that version. But
Batman the Animated Series, the Adventure Continues, the comic, they also
made that work too. But again, overall though, I'm talking about Azrael in this event. Is the fact they didn't know how the writers clearly did not have a set thing for how the system worked. Do we agree to that?
Yeah, the adaptation could try to fix that with a proper rewrite if they bother to do that.
Keep it to one writer, I think, will make that easier because it's because the system, it either looks like it was actually guiding him, like you think it might have been giving a voice to his inner thoughts, or it was completely just telling him to do all this evil stuff. It was clearly depending on the writer. Because sometimes it made sense, calling out stuff, and in others it was pushing his delusions. And it feels like his spiraling was inconsistent.
Yeah.
The fact that he beat up Robin early on just because he had to get to his solo book speaks volumes. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Again, does it deserve to be considered a Batman classic? Knightfall definitely does. And Knightfall and Knightsend. I gotta say it. If you're only if you're a completionist. Would you agree?
Yeah. Properly, Nightfall beginning, Knightsend end.
Yeah.
It even has the end in its name.
Exactly. Knightsend. Again, there's a reason why those trades were the only trades you had.
Yeah. More than another reason why I need to get more than this.
Yeah, like I said, I have the original printings.
Oh.
Really good ones.
Oh.
But yeah, so overall, I would give this a strong 8 out of 10 for the ending. For the event, 7.
Yeah, 7 is a proper good average or above average grade.
Yeah, the whole event as a whole. And again, a lot of that is Quest. If you take Quest, it would be an 8 as well. But Quest did, and the fact that was done, the whole point of making us, did it make us feel like Azbat was going to be the permanent one? Oh yeah, I can see why fans thought that this is going to be permanent because he was on there for quite a long time across all the books.
Yeah,
but the writing was not that strong during that.
No.
It just felt like mark time, didn't it? Didn't it feel like mark time?
They needed more time to map out how they wanted to build up to the moments they wanted to tell.
Which again, that was something that the Superman books always had the advantage of because of their never-ending battle format. They always had to have things planned out and mapped out.
Yeah.
Again, but with this, no. It was like let each writer do what they want, which I understood that, but at the same time, it just again that big hiccup of how Tim is quoting what he told Batman at the end of Knightfall, saying you've earned it, but yet acknowledging, but this is after they fought. What? Why would Tim tell him that? Why would Tim tell him that?
That was a clear editing hiccup.
Yep, and yet we find out, they saw their little scuffle because he knew, and the wall got blocked out, bricked up. And even acknowledged saying sorry about what happened, but it's why would Tim come in and bring up what happened before? Again, I'm not saying Denny O'Neil was a bad editor. Far from it, but
he was. Well, he knew how to work his lines, but not.
He needed to work better, and this is clearly, like you said, growing pains for doing the Bat Family crossover.
Yeah, got better later.
Exactly. It did, especially by his swan song, which was No Man's Land.
Joo.
That's when it got better.
Joo.
Because that one you could have both a main through books and tie-ins.
Joo.
But here, it's a mess.
Joo.
Until the end.
Niin on.
Again, that was only out of necessity.
Mm.
But yeah, so that was Knightfall. Again.
Knightsend.
Knightsend and Knightfall's trilogy.
Joo.
Yep. Thank you for joining me and me, Pika. Thank you, everyone else. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
And
Take
may your
care.
heart be guiding key.